Hello guys, this is Cyber, and this is a beginner's guide to Atlas Reactor. This is only intended as a quick start guide to give you the very basic understanding so that you can start playing the game right away. So let's begin with combat. Combat in Atlas Reactor happens in turns. Each turn is broken into phases. I'll go through each phase in a moment, but what you need to know is that you can only pick one action per turn, and that action will activate in the phase in which it belongs. The exception to this one action per turn are free actions. This means that you can use a free action and one regular action in the same turn. Each turn has 4 phases, and the first 3 phases have specific colors. These colors are there so that you can easily identify which phase an action will activate in. At the bottom of the screen there is a hotbar type setup with the actions your character can perform. Under each action icon is a light that is color coded to the phase in which it will activate in. Free abilities will say so on this icon also. Mousing over these icons will give you detailed information about that action. The first 5 actions are primary actions, and the last 3 with the smaller icons are one-use actions called catalysts. And on the lower left is your health and energy. More about that energy soon. The first phase is the prep phase. The color for this phase is green, and typical actions in this phase consist of buffs and debuffs, setting up traps, healing abilities, and attacks that take more than one turn to complete. The next phase is the dash phase. The color here is yellow, and the types of actions in this phase are mostly evasive abilities or attacks that can get you out of the way of another attack. The next phase after the dash is the blast phase, where attacks happen. So if you find yourself in the path of a deadly attack, take advantage of dash actions to survive. Now on to the fun phase, the blast phase. The color for blast is red, and this is primarily where attack actions actually happen. An important thing to remember with your actions is that some require a line of sight to target and others can go through or over obstructions. Keep this in mind when planning your next action and where you want to move during the move phase. You are allowed to move each turn unless you've been hit with a debuff that prevents movement. On the ground around your character is a highlighted area showing where you can move. Right-clicking within this will set your character to move there during the move phase. Use moving to your advantage to find cover to reduce damage from attacks. Cover is directional, so pay attention as you move the mouse on the field. The move indicator will show a shield icon on the sides where you have cover. One last thing to note about combat is ultimate abilities. The 5th ability in the hotbar is the ultimate, which requires 100 energy to use. To gain energy, you have to complete actions. Some actions gain more energy than others. Take a look at the descriptions to find out which actions will gain you the most energy. After you have 100 energy, you can activate the action just like any other action in the game. The characters in Atlas Reactor are called freelancers, and they are grouped into 3 classes: Firepower, Frontline, and Support. Firepower freelancers commonly have high damage attack abilities with moderate health and defense. Frontline freelancers are the tanks of the game, with high defense and health and usually close range attacks and abilities. The supports are as you would expect, lower health and attack, but with supportive abilities such as buffs, heals, and the like. From the selection screen you can view the characters and their abilities and find one that fits your style of play. And I hope this guide has been helpful in getting you started with playing Atlas Reactor. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you want to hear more like this, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you all for listening. This has been Cyber.